What's going on, everyone? I'm just popping in for a quick update. I really have to make this quick because it is very late. As you can see, Gomamon's trying to sleep. So Pitchmon did evolve into Bukamon, and then Bukamon evolved into Gomamon. I thought I was going to get Crabmon because I did not have time to train this guy. I forgot how fast these things evolve. So it stays at baby 2 for, I think, 12 days or 12 hours. So he was asleep for most of it. And then this morning I didn't get a chance to look at him. It was a crazy day at work. So I got a bunch of care mistakes. I just didn't get a chance to check on him very much. So I have no idea what he's going to evolve into, but I'm excited to see. I always hate putting these things to sleep when there's poop on the screen. I feel like that's probably not very comfortable. I love the Gomamon sprite too. He's very abstract, I'll say. It's basically just a seal, and the way they colored it in to match Gomamon's colors was kind of funny. It doesn't look the greatest, but it's really growing on me. And I have screaming in at me over here Tlalocmon, who's still going strong. Again, a bunch of care mistakes on him. So I actually left him at home today and only took the Deep Savers with me. So he's not doing too hot. I feel bad because I finally got like the ultimate Nature Spirits Digimon, and I haven't even had a chance to enjoy it really. So tomorrow I'll probably do a bunch of battles with him and try to finally clear out the arena before he disappears. With the amount of care mistakes I have on him at this point, he's basically bound to die as soon as he reaches the end of his life. Usually these things can live basically forever as long as you keep taking care of them. But because he has so many care mistakes at this point, I think I have not been taking very good care of him. I hope to, continue taking good care of Gomamon. As you can see, he's pretty low on strength hearts, so I hope I don't get a care mistake on him in the morning before I wake up. I believe these things wake up at 7 a.m., which is a little bit early for a Digimon V-Pet. Usually I feel like it's 8 or 9 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock. Either way, I don't wake up that early. I'm a bit of a late riser. I go to bed late and wake up late. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have a champion and I can show off some battles and stuff. So until tomorrow, I'll talk to you later. Alright, it's the next day and Gomamon has digivolved into champion. He is Octomon. I just love this sprite. It's so cute. I mean, I feel that way with a lot of these sprites. He's missing his horns that Octomon has in his official artwork. I don't know, this has its own charm. He's wearing like a bucket on his head or a pot on his head. I think he digivolved into Octomon because I gave him such bad care as a Gomamon. I'm pretty sure Octomon is like the Trashmon of this device. It might be Gesomon, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure it's Octomon. I was hoping to get Gomamon a little bit of extra training so I could max out his effort hearts and see what he would evolve into with bad care and high training. But I was so busy yesterday, by the time I got a chance to train him, he was asleep and I didn't want to wake him up. Yeah, so we have Octomon now. I wasn't too sure who he'd evolve into, but I'm very happy with Octomon. And the Nature Spirits is still kicking too. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure Tlalocmon's hours are numbered at this point. Honestly, he'll probably kick the bucket at any time now. You can see I did a ton of battles today, like almost 60, which is crazy. I was trying to beat literally just the last battle of the quest mode, and it was giving me a ton of trouble. But I finally did it, and you can see I unlocked this new background. Let's see if I can show you just the background by itself. Yeah, look at that. That is really good. Like, I'm really happy with this background. It's more like almost like a jungle, tropical jungle. And it's really fitting for Tlalocmon. You can kind of see in the background too. It looks like there's like an Aztec pyramid or something like that. Yeah, very cool. I really like that background. I'm kind of curious now to see what the backgrounds on the other two devices are. I'm curious to know if this background came from like another device or something, or if it's totally new. Like, it's so fitting for Tlalocmon. I feel like they must have designed it just for this device. I was scrolling through some of the other backgrounds though, and I noticed this one with the pendulum swimmers. I don't know if I unlocked this at some point or if it comes with the device, but that's interesting. I also really like this one too. I think this is the one you start with. This is kind of like the equivalent of the like abandoned laboratory office space from the Digimon Color. It kind of reminds me of Jijimon's house, but Jijimon's house in Digimon World 1 didn't have pendulums on the wall. It had original digital monsters. And it's a little more, you can see more wires and stuff in there. Yeah, so that's pretty cool too. I was hoping to be able to take these guys out and record some footage with them out in the wild, but it started snowing today, so yeah, it didn't really work out. I'm super nervous about trying to film these guys in public. I hate filming in public, especially like talking to the camera out in public. I mean, I guess you could just pretend you're like on a phone call or something, but I don't know. It makes me feel super awkward. But you know what? I might try it anyway. We'll see. With the pendulums, you can actually have these guys live pretty long. Like once they start dying, you can shake them and it'll revive them. I think you can only do that so much. Like each time it becomes harder and harder until you can't save them anymore. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I usually like to let nature take its course with these things rather than forcing them to live longer than they need to. Yeah, so Octomon and Tlalocmon. I will record another update probably tomorrow once Octomon has digivolved. See you in the next update. So it's a few days later, and as you might have guessed, Octomon evolved into Peachymon. No, not really. So Octomon evolved while I was visiting my dad, and I didn't get a chance to check it until I got home. So Octomon evolved into Dagomon and then pretty much immediately got a whole bunch of care mistakes, which is unfortunate. So he was not going to evolve. In fact, he was pretty much on a mission to die. I'm on my lunch break right now, and I had to step out to stop at the post office, and when I got home, not even 5 minutes later, he was trying to die. I know last video I said I usually like to let nature take its course, but in this case, I had plans for him, so I did the thing to shake it to bring him back to life. This is my second attempt recording this because I went through the whole process of swapping him out for a new egg. In my first time recording, I actually forgot to hit record, so rookie mistake on my part. And I'm finding out too, you can actually change out your Digimon while it's a baby. So you're stuck with Peachymon for now. That's not a bad thing. Peachumon's pretty cute. I did want to show off Dagomon's spray because I do think it's a little bit charming. Yeah, so I'm raising a new Digimon now to use as a partner for Dagomon so that Dagomon can Jogress and evolve. I don't really have a plan on what I'm going to raise here, so we'll just kind of see how it goes, see what we get. So you'll find out in the next update, whatever this ends up becoming. I'm still not sure yet. Also, while this guy was an Octomon, I tried recording some footage just kind of while I was out and about. The weather was really nice this weekend, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to try and get some kind of B-roll footage for this video. I'll throw it up here, what I managed to get. It wasn't very good, so I didn't really have a great way to integrate it into the video. So like it was really bright out and the screen, it was hard to see the screen. So I didn't want to let the footage go to waste. I do want to try and get better about kind of recording, you know, more interesting footage than just my hands. But it's difficult for me to try and record in public. Awesome, so Peachymon just evolved to the Pokemon. We'll see who he becomes. You'll find out in the next update. So until then, I will talk to you later. Hello, it is now a few days later, and well, I guess you can't see, but you know what, I'll wake him up quickly and show you. I'm sorry, little guy. We have Cedramon. So I totally missed his rookie level. So Bukamon evolved into Crabmon, and then Crabmon I went with kind of like a mid-care route, which is few care mistakes and low training that gave us Cedramon. Really cool Digimon. Really excited for him to evolve. I think Mega Cedramon is probably the coolest Cedramon. I know that may be unpopular. Yeah, I think it's just a really cool classic Digimon. Again, I didn't get a chance to record him at Rookie. It's just been a totally crazy week. I'm now officially a cat owner, so I've been trying to spend some time making sure he's been settling in here properly. He's still been hiding under the bed. Yeah, and then the eclipse was this week too. I'm not sure if anyone watched that. I didn't even have the glasses, so I didn't really get to see it, but it got pretty dark here. Not like in the path of totality, but I think we got about like 95 or 97% coverage over the sun. Yeah, that's about it. I already got this guy all the battles he needs. You can see I did about 20 battles. So yeah, looking forward to the next update, where hopefully he'll be Mega Cedramon, and then we can Jogress with our backed up Digimon. Until then, I'll catch you in the next update. So here we are on the final day of this run, and predictably, Cedramon evolved into Mega Cedramon. Like I mentioned last time, I really like Mega Cedramon. I think it's my favorite in the Cedramon line. I think the color scheme just works really well. I like the horn and the like helmet thing it's got going on. Yeah, it's really cool. So this is actually a couple days later. You can see he's 4 years old. I think he's at the point now where he's reached the end of his lifespan and he's gonna start trying to die. Yeah, let's not wait any longer. Let's just Jogress right now. So let's switch back to Digimon. So Digimon hatched with a traded egg, so that's why I'm switching back here. I don't know if it actually matters which Digimon you use as the source, or if you get the same result either way, but I guess I'll never know. Yeah, I'm excited to see who you get. I haven't looked it up, so I have pretty much no clue. I have a feeling, I have a guess, and that guess is it's going to be Pukumon, because I think Digimon would normally evolve into Cathilamon, which is kind of a bummer, because I actually really enjoy Cathilamon. I know a lot of people consider him like a recolor. I would say they changed enough about the design from Marine Angemon for me to consider Cathilamon a new Digimon. Also, I've always been a little bit of a recolor apologist. I feel like, a lot of the recolors, it's not just the same design with a new color. A lot of them add like a unique character to it. For example, like Psychmon and Gabumon. I feel like Psychmon's like, oh, it's the evil version, and that sort of thing. I would like to see them do more interesting recolors than some of the stuff they did in like Digimon World 1. Anyway, I'm going off topic here. Let's just get into it. We're going to do a backup Jogress. Digimon. Mega Cedramon. Digivolve to Cathilamon. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting this. Oh, that's awesome. I spent all this time talking about how much I like Cathilamon, and here he is. That is so cool. I'm really happy with this. Let's see what his attacks look like. Hearts, empty hearts, I like that. Oh, that's awesome. I wasn't expecting to get this guy. I thought Digimon evolved into him normally. As you can see, my battery's low. I started charging it this morning, and then I guess I just didn't give it enough time. So yeah, really happy with that. Wow, I wasn't expecting the run to end on such a high note after all the trouble I went through to get here. Yeah, before I close up this run, I actually ordered some Digimon goods a little while ago, and they came in today. So I kind of want to just do like a little show and tell, I guess. I probably could have made this its own video, but I figure why not just throw it in at the end here. Here we have an English Digimon 20th. Sorry, I can't really zoom out much further than this, so you'll kind of have to take what you can get. My setup's not the greatest right now, so I do have plans to improve it in the future, but yeah, this is my first time actually getting an English 20th. Somehow I managed to go like 3 years or something without getting one. I know during the pandemic people were collecting these in the dozens, but yeah, I somehow never got one despite how cheap they were, despite how easy they were to acquire. So I figured, why not buy one now before they're hard to get. This is kind of like the white and black one. On the pictures it looked a little more gray, like kind of like a cookies and cream kind of color. Like I like to consider this like the Oreo color. I guess it's like reverse Oreo. My only concern with like white stuff like this is I'm worried it's gonna yellow over time. But yeah, I already have my other 20th, so I wasn't as concerned about this one. Yeah, looking forward to running this at some point. I probably won't right away. I'm still enjoying the pendulum colors. And then we have the Digimon X. So this is I forget which roster this one has. I got both of them, both of the X2s. This one just came earlier. The other one hasn't arrived yet. I also got the X1s, but neither of those have arrived either. I have to say, I really enjoy the box art on these. I like how they went with like the original Digimon box designs and then just threw in the X Digimon. It worked a lot better than I would have thought. I went with the, what is this, navy blue and green. I already have the original Japanese colors, so I figured I'd go with something different for the English releases. The X1s, I did get the original Japanese colors again for the English release, just because I wasn't a fan of the English exclusive colors, and I'm gonna consider the English X1s like a replacement for my Japanese ones, because the screens on the Japanese ones were so terrible. They're so dark you could hardly see anything. Next is some stuff that I wouldn't normally buy, but I felt compelled to. So first is, I think, the coolest one. This is the English subs Blu-ray for Digimon Adventure. So this is something I thought we would never ever see. So this is like the original Japanese version of the show with subtitles. Yeah, like this is fantastic. So the first time I watched the show in Japanese, this is like ridiculous. I can't believe I did this. The Japanese Blu-ray had come out at the time and no one had fan subbed it, so I literally ripped the subs from like a really old subtitled version of Digimon Adventure and like copied those subtitle files into like a Japanese Blu-ray rip of the Japanese Blu-rays. It was a lot more work than I would probably do nowadays. Yeah, I'm glad we finally have something official. And from what I understand, this was worked on by some of the people that run the With the Will Digimon forums. So like it was made by fans, and so they're gonna treat this release well. I think they're working on doing Adventure 02 right now as well. So I would say, like, if you want to see more of this stuff, definitely support this. That's the main reason I bought this. I'm not really a Blu-ray collector or anything, so I want to support more of these releases. I want to see more of these releases. I hope we can get every season of the show in a Blu-ray like this. Yeah, and from what I understand too, the video quality in this is actually a little bit better than the Japanese Blu-rays. Like, they actually touched up a little bit. The Japanese Blu-ray, you could tell, like, whatever upscaler they used, like, made everything like really blurry, especially like on the outline. So it didn't look the greatest. So I'm actually curious to see how that looks. I think once the 02 Blu-rays come out, I'm going to do like a big adventure rewatch. I think they're also working on doing subs of the movies as well. I'm looking forward to all of that. So anyway, I wanted to buy that to support more Digimon releases in the future. And was it Digimon Adventure Last Evolution? I actually really enjoyed this movie. I was actually kind of surprised when I heard that there are a lot of people who didn't like it. For me, I think this is one of the best pieces of Digimon media we've ever really gotten. It really, I don't know, it really spoke to me at the time of my life when I first watched it. Like all the kids from the original show are they've grown up and are struggling to figure out what they want to do with their lives. And that's kind of how I felt when I watched this. So it really resonated with me. And I rewatched it about a year ago, and I still think it's really good. The last thing is Digimon Adventure Try. This is like the full movie set. I haven't watched Try in a long time, so I barely remember what happened. Agumon doesn't look the greatest here. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like Try. I don't think it's the greatest thing in the world. The very first time I watched it was right after the first movie came out, and I actually hated it. I thought it was really terrible. And then I gave it another shot later, like a few years later, when I was really getting back into Digimon again, and it wasn't as bad as I remembered it being. I think, you know, setting my expectations so low when I watched it the second time helped me enjoy it more, to be honest with you. The second and third movies I thought were actually pretty decent, and after that I don't remember. So I'll probably rewatch this at some point. I might even start rewatching it tonight. I'd really like to go through it again and see how it holds up. And speaking of the anime, I'll just finish this up with a quick little bonus. I'm still running this Digivice version complete. Not like a ton. I mostly just like throw it on my waist if I'm doing chores and stuff around the house. I'm a little hesitant to like bring this thing outside because it's so expensive that if I like dropped it and scratched it, it would be devastating. But as you can see, Agumon had like a little more of an animation when I turned this thing on. They definitely gave a little bit of favoritism to Agumon on this thing. And I'm assuming Gabumon as well. I haven't actually unlocked Gabumon as a partner. Last time I think I only had like Tentomon, Gomamon, and Palmon. Basically like the 3 least popular partner Digimon from the original show. But yeah, right now I'm just playing as Agumon because I want to unlock his evolutions. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about that. And then finally on the Vital Bracelet, it's hard to, not sure if it's going to show up on camera, but I actually scratched this up pretty bad the other day. You can kind of see it here. I was just wearing it and it smacked against the wall, and not even that hard. It just kind of scuffed it, and I thought I would be able to just like rub it off, but no, it's actually scratched. I know a lot of people recommend like Displex or like that sort of thing to take the scratches off. I don't have any, but I might try it. Like these are pretty shallow scratches, so I think that should be able to take care of it. Yeah, if I do, I'll probably make a video on it just to show that off, but I've never tried it before, so I'm a little hesitant, but well, you know, we'll see. Worst case, I do have a second Vital Bracelet. I got the like 25th anniversary set that came with the Beast and Draconic B memories, but I also don't really want to use that because it has like the gold bits on it, and I'm worried a little gold Botamon on there is gonna like rub off. Plus it's not as low profile as like the all black. So yeah, and then one last piece of news before I finish up this video. IGN all of a sudden posted the 25th anniversary animation trailer from Digimon Con, like all this time later for seemingly no reason, and Toei Animation replied to their tweet saying, "Thank you." What does that mean? It seems strange to me that Toei would just reply to IGN for no reason. So I think that this must have been like some kind of planned effort. So I'm wondering if this is like a hint that we're gonna get a new anime soon. I know there was a lot of speculation when that trailer first dropped about the line at the end, "The adventure continues." I feel like this is kind of lending to the theory that we're going to be getting another anime soon, or some kind of big announcement. And now all of a sudden I'm hearing rumors about potentially a live action movie. This is kind of a crazy time for Digimon right now. It seems like Toei is like really pushing Digimon right now. It's kind of considered one of its 3 pillars along with Dragon Ball and One Piece, and which is kind of surprising to me because I don't think Digimon ever really reached the heights of One Piece or Dragon Ball. Certainly not Dragon Ball. But I'm glad to see them, you know, trying to invest in the franchise potentially. How well that's going to turn out, I guess time will only tell, but ultimately I'm pretty excited about the future. I'm going to cap off the video here before I go on any longer. So until next time, I'll talk to you later.